A funeral will be held on Tuesday for an Omaha police officer who was brutally murdered just one day before she was supposed to start her maternity leave. 29-year-old Kerrie Orozco was a new mother. She had given birth to a premature little girl back in February. Friends say she was so excited for her daughter, Olivia Ruth, to finally leave the hospital this week. In a cruel twist of fate, she was shot and killed by a fugitive before she could ever bring home her little baby girl from the hospital. We want to honor her, remember her, and talk about what she was like, especially for her little girls. Joining me now, Kerrie's friends, Vernetta Kasaka, and also her colleague, Detective Marcus Taylor, who worked with Kerrie in the gang unit. Guys, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Detective, she was described by one of your colleagues on CNN yesterday as an angel. Is that what you'd call her?
I think that's probably the best description. Just a selfless person. One of the better people I've ever met in my lifetime.
This is a woman, Detective, who you know the dangers of being a police officer. You run where everyone else runs away, and you put yourself in the line of fire, literally. That is what she did less than 24 hours before she was supposed to go pick up her baby girl. It seems to me like she's someone who wouldn't even flinch, who wouldn't even say, no, you go, because I have a new baby.
That's exactly who Kerrie was. Kerrie, considering the circumstances, she was so smart in that she wanted to save her time so she could spend as much time as she could with the baby. But she also had so much love for the police department, for the citizens, and for the people that she had the opportunity to interact with, both on duty and off duty. And you're absolutely right. She's the one who she was all in no matter what she did, on duty or off duty.
Vernetta, what was she like as a friend? And I'm interested in your perspective on how much she loved being a mother.
Right. Kerrie was very excited about being a mom. And she, even till she gave birth, Kerrie was involved in volunteering with the community to ensure that an annual gala that we do supporting Special Olympics Nebraska, she wanted to make sure that that event was carried out smoothly and we were able to raise funds. Kerrie was, we would talk about our dreams and our goals. We would talk about our families. There was a time when Kerrie first met my children. She ran back to her car to grab little police officer sticker badges. And she was just always ready to smile, to meet any and everyone, always helpful, always detailed. We would text early in the morning, late at night. She was always concerned about the community and the event. And once she had her little baby girl, she would text me pictures like at 11 o'clock at night, at midnight, sharing just the cutest intimate photos and moments. So she was just always so loving, so humble, so quiet, and so involved.
So involved, that's what we heard. So involved, was volunteering with the community, helping everyone as much as she could. Detective, can you tell me about the T-shirt that you're wearing? I know that has some significance.
Support Blue, First Responders Foundation. And what the First Responders Foundation is doing is they're going to support Kerrie's causes, give people an opportunity to give back. That's what the family wants, is for Kerrie's legacy of service to carry on, and that's what we all want. And I think that's what gives me peace and is helping me deal, is that her legacy will live on through service and giving back to the community and to the police department.
Right, as my colleague and one of our contributors, Michael Daly, was just saying, what we all owe that little girl is to do something to honor her mother and to do something to help the community, just like she did. Vernetta, I know you guys are working with people in the community to try to raise money to help the girls, right?
Right.
Tell me a little bit about the effort, and for people who are watching, if they want to help, how they can do that.
Right. They could definitely give back through the Omaha Police Department. There's a Facebook page that has all the direct links. I believe that there's 2 organizations right now that are accepting donations that's going to support Olivia Ruth and her family. The talk that I hear from other police officer peers is some officers are also donating portions of their paycheck towards a trust fund for Olivia. And, you know, to see that communication happening, to see that dedication happening amongst her friends, her officers, it's just tremendous. It's unspeakable. And the Omaha community is a wonderful community. And there's been citizens that have donated food. There's been businesses that have donated services to help with funeral arrangements. There's been businesses offering accommodations to help with family, and it's just tremendous.
Detective, let me ask you this. You're a police officer, and that, look, we're covering this situation involving a police officer and tension between some police officers and their community in Cleveland today. It has erupted across cities across this nation, and I just wonder if you can speak for a moment from the police officer's perspective of what that's been like for you as an officer, and also just, you know, holding up someone who was an ideal officer also for people to see.
Well, it's definitely been very challenging. But I think what it shows the importance of service. Kerrie embodied service. It shows the importance of community policing. I think in Omaha, you know, we have a lot of organizations that have done a fairly good job of bridging the gap. And I'm getting involved in the community and just letting them know that we care. And you build those relationships to where citizens are able to see the person behind the badge, and then vice versa. Police are able to see the citizens more than just suspects, witnesses, or victims. They see them as people. And so I think we do a pretty good job here in Omaha. We still have work to do. The hope is just to carry on that legacy of service and build those bonds.
Detective Marcus Taylor, Vernetta Kosaka, I am so sorry for your loss. Thank you for helping us and everyone remember her. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. As we mentioned, this fund has been set up to help support Kerrie Orozco, various causes, right? Especially for her little girl, Olivia Ruth, who was just born. If you want to help, you can visit firstrespondersomaha.org/Kerrie-causes.